Hey everybody. Probably look a lot different than the last time you saw me on film. Went through some significant changes in a long, drawn out time since I posted the last video. So this is my channel update. I This is the big move. I've got to move the truck. So there it is in all its glory on the gooseneck. Getting ready to move across the country. As most of you have seen from my other videos, I was in the military, I retired, I moved east. Then I moved to northern Alabama for a job, and that's where I'm settling, in northern Alabama. So from New Mexico, so from this desert to a place with trees and water and everything that's normal in life for the most part. So Huntsville, Alabama is my new destination. So I'm here to move all of my stuff, pulling it all out of storage, getting the truck on a trailer, filling a Ryder truck tomorrow, and or I'm sorry, a Penske truck tomorrow with everything I own. And we are driving east. It's gonna be 2 to 3 days of absolute misery. It was 2 days of misery getting out here, which is driving during the time of the coronavirus. Everyone's thinking everyone else is sick, and I mean, I didn't run into any issues getting a hotel or getting fuel or finding a place to eat. I didn't get checked for papers at the border of any states, and I didn't see anyone getting really hassled. Maintain our social distancing and all those standard rules. But yeah, this is the channel update. My absence has been long and drawn out for a multitude of reasons, not the least of which was the leaving the military for civilian life. I did my 23 plus years, so the retirement was nice. Although I didn't get much of a break between leaving active duty on November 30th and starting a job on the 9th of December. So I had my terminal leave that started around October 29th, and I started my job, so I didn't take much of a break. I did fish a lot. I was down in Florida for the entire month of November, down there with where my family is right now. I'm originally from Michigan, but my family all moved to Florida. When I moved to Florida the first time I was stationed there in 2010, and that became our new home. So that's where I went after I left the military, and then I got a job offer to go to Huntsville, Alabama. So I went to Huntsville, Alabama, and that's where I'm going now. So bought a house with an HOA. So this monstrosity and this trailer are not allowed to sit there. I can't have my boat there. I can't park on the street there. Needless to say, it's a far cry from what I had here, where I had over an acre. I could park anything I wanted in my yard. I didn't have an HOA. The city didn't have any zoning. So I could have this giant truck, and I could have this trailer at my house. I could have an RV at my house, and I could have my boat at my house, and I could have my house at my house. I could be at my house. No one bothered me or sent me tickets or nasty grams. That's not the case now. So when I get back, I'm going to look for a space. I found some commercial garage space for about $400 a month that I could put a lift in, tall ceiling, pretty wide, 1,500 square feet for $400 with a 12-foot door. So we'll see. But I'm gonna get cracking back on this when I get back there. Hopefully, get the cab off, get that put on the rotisserie, and do the truck the way I want to do it. And then we'll see. So hopefully you start to see some project progress as we move forward. So, but I just can't wait until Tuesday morning when I leave here and I start getting about 4 miles per gallon towing this thing all the way back to Alabama from New Mexico. The best part about it is I'm going to be getting about 4 miles per gallon. I'm going to be going through those mountains right there. So that's about 4 hours of twists, turns, 7 and 8% grades. Nothing but downhill, uphill madness. You still see I don't know if you can see that in the distance. That's Sierra Blanca, one of the taller peaks in southern New Mexico, and it's still got snow on it. So that's top of that thing is almost 12,000 feet. So a little bit of altitude climbing. I may do some filming, but I'm gonna have my hands full driving with this attached to me. So I highly doubt you'll get much out of that. Um, yeah, I don't look forward to dragging this thing. I drove out of here in early November with my camper attached to me, and I got on I-10, and I drove I-10 all the way from New Mexico to Florida. I got into on I-10 in West Texas all the way to Florida, and that absolutely sucked. My 2003 Dodge, I lost my throttle position sensor. I happened to lose it on a pretty nasty grade right outside of San Antonio, so I had to stop there and get that fixed. It runs great now, but that sucked because the camper was loaded down with some stuff. So camper was probably 10,000 pounds, and trying to go up a 7% grade outside of San Antonio with 10,000 pounds, you lose throttle position sensor, so you literally don't have a throttle. Your truck goes to idle at 70 miles an hour uphill with a boatload of traffic around you. I don't recommend that. Avoid that if you can. So I got that worked out. So this trip should be fairly uneventful as far as mechanical problems go. It's got a new clutch. I did a bunch of work. All the fluids are changed. Oil change is good. Fuel filters are good. Transmission fluid's been changed. The rear diff has been changed. So generally speaking, the 201,000 miles that are on it hopefully won't make a difference. I don't have any blow-by in the motor. Hopefully by the time this trip is over, I don't have any more blow-by or any blow-by. So I just want to get home, get this to a semi-permanent resting place, and get it pulled apart and get it headed in the right direction. So thank you for watching as always, and please excuse my long absence from any new videos on YouTube. It's been from the last video I put up before I pulled everything off the channel till now when I've started to redo the channel and put some of the older videos back up. My life has taken turns and twists that I would have never imagined, and I don't recommend a lot of it, but just realize life does that to you. Life has twists and turns and ups and downs and blindsiding events and things like that. You just got to roll with the punches, especially now with the coronavirus affecting so many people. It's been, obviously this is nothing we've seen in our lifetime as far as something along the lines of the Spanish flu or this pandemic or some of the other things that have hit us. So take it serious, and remember it's gonna affect us for a while. I think this pandemic is really gonna change how Americans live their lives, how they save their money, how they make sure they have enough food in the cupboard. Our manufacturing for a lot of things is going to come out of China. China just got canceled. They're lying their ass off about all this, every bit of it, and now they're trying to come out in the media and try to be some sort of a savior figure or whatever they're trying to do. They're lying. This is absolutely China's fault, and absolutely everything that could have been prevented, and they didn't do that. So as far as I'm concerned, China's getting canceled. We're going to bring back manufacturing to the United States, and life as we know it is going to change drastically from this. If we didn't learn our lesson from this, then we're not real bright. But anyway, take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and I look forward to posting more videos later. Thank you.